That's good. Why is your for long time? What kind of work? Really good. It's a big that. So come up with a tire and your steps, man. I want to catch on. This is one. I lots of different so come and have some fun. Alright? Put on your sticks, man. Alright, my brother. I love the show, man. Thank you, my brother. Right there on film, you know. You can go right in front now and say good morning to her if you want. This way, front, the other way, this way, look. This way. You want to tell her good morning, man? Show me that.
Good morning, Jeanette.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Not the Thursday, but next Thursday, hopefully. Yeah? Alright, my brother. Respect, man. Nice with the green ends, man. Love it. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah. I still know I'm really good, man.
Good morning. I hope you're ready to spend the morning with a handsome Bajan warrior. You know, he's so sweet. We all love him so much. Good morning to all of wanna. We're gonna go way back the minute. Oh,
Listen, watch yourself out there. You don't mess wrong. Give me back that gimbal and stop before they run. The Bajan warrior coming for it right now.
Good morning, everyone, and greetings and welcome to beautiful Barbados. How many more times we can say that this morning? As many times as we feel it. Thank you to everyone for coming on this morning. Join us on this, our virtual warmth that we're sending all over the world to everyone this morning. As at the moment, having a little bit of a troubling time early in December, with a lot of cold weather. I hope you had the opportunity, or if you've not had it already, I hope you had the opportunity to look at the spoof that was made up of our journey last night by, of course, the best man, who originally had the name Puppet, who really should be giving it again, but brilliant job, my brother. You did you brought some laughter to my day that I couldn't believe that existed. I really enjoyed that for sure. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome again to the Journey 246. This is our version of virtual warmth. We do this in picture form, we also do this in video form, so hopefully it's helping you in some form or fashion. Any of you that are out there this morning, they're experiencing bitter cold conditions, this is especially for you all. So we're going to start off this morning, first of all, by letting you know where we are. We're in an area known as Dover Beach. This is a place that is very popular with a lot of surfers, and also training surfers, ones that are beginning to be taught and stuff. Good morning to all the surf shops in Barbados that bring the joy and pleasure to all of those who want to feel the motion of the ocean. Thanks again for your dedication, for sharing Barbados, and also for bringing some dreams to reality. So thanks again to all the surfing shops, surfing groups, surfing association, anyone that's associated with this ocean, that enjoy the pleasures and the power of it, the windsurfers, foil surfers, anyone. So good morning to each and every one of you all. Again, welcome to beautiful Barbados. This is our version of the sunrise in Barbados. We're going to say our Serenity prayer now as the sun is beginning to come up just over South Point. As you will notice, it's the time of the year where the sun is more in the south. It's worked its way around. Generally, we'll be looking over Sapphire Beach or the coconut trees just in the center of the camera to see the sunrise. However, being on the south coast this time of year, you can actually see the sunrise, and you can also see the sunset in its full glory as she hits the horizon as well. That's a beautiful thing about this time of the year if you're staying on the south. All right, we're going to say our Serenity prayer. This is a prayer just for comfort and guidance, and you know, it's sort of like letting us know what we're responsible for, helping us to shake off some of the things that we have falsely put on our own back, saying here we're responsible for them. If you don't understand it, maybe say it a couple of times, especially in a stressful situation, you will more than likely find the appreciation for what this can bring to you. Please join us now if you'd like that this time. All others will be back in a couple of moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. So I don't know if you saw this gentleman early on this morning giving Jeanette a good morning greeting. Let's step over. This is a real cute man. You may not recognize him without all of his special clothing on. How are you this morning, my brother?
Fine, thanks.
Man. So, you know, I said, well, I hope you walk back down here like a capture straight off. Thanks again for the greeting from my wife this morning. That was really appreciated. A nice warm welcome to the morning.
Yeah.
If you all do not know, this is one of the specially dressed gentlemen you see all over the island. Christmas Day, any big occasion, Queen's Park Day, you will find him walking as well. You're also going to be participating in the St. David's Church.
Right, next Saturday.
Beautiful.
40.
So you're going to be a part of that.
Yeah, me
So
and Beardy and the other guy.
so you know I'm going to capture you all guys then for sure.
Yeah,
Looking
yeah.
forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We got some line dancing. We got some beautiful concerts and stuff as well. So it should be a lot of fun. My brother, thanks for your joy and the brightness that you generate, because you do every time I see you for sure.
Right.
So thanks again, and I hope you come back to you soon, because I'm missing you. I know you come later on probably, but come a little earlier so I can catch you on the film and let people see you don't only dress well, you don't only generate a beautiful positivity, but you also shine and glisten, glamorous, dapper. My brother, have a good day.
Yeah,
Thanks
too.
again. Introduce yourself one more time for everybody.
I'm Ronald.
Ronald, and last name?
Barry.
Okay, wonderful. We'll see you on the next week, Saturday.
Saturday for sure next
Yeah. So you enjoy yourself, enjoy your
Yeah, you
fitness and
too.
stuff.
All
Huh?
right,
All right, my brother. Cool. See you later. All right, so we're going to be looking down in this direction here now. Ross Trevor Hotel. Then you can work your way right around the corner into St. Lawrence Bay. As you can see, there's a swell running today. There has been a swell running for the last couple of weeks itself. I hope everyone is remembering Grandmom's old statement, the sea ain't got in the back door. What that generally means is when you go into the sea, the only way back out is the same way you came in. So if you get washed away, well, there's nowhere to come out there. So please exercise caution. It looks like a lot of fun to be in. I know that a lot of people like to body surf and jump in the shore break, and those especially that come to the ocean for the first time are not aware of the dangerous conditions that you can experience in this area or in any of these seas around the island. Depends on the time of year as to which coastline has been impacted most, and also the weather conditions. It is a glorious morning. I really wish you all can see the definition here, because I can clearly see all of the South Point and the South Point Lighthouse, etc., all up in Freights Bay, in a mist just below the sun. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning day. Very few clouds around. So Cloud Lady, I saw you on this morning. We don't have a lot of clouds for you, so you're going to have to enjoy the other beauty as well. A special good morning to my wife, who is not here with us this morning. She will be back as soon as possible, but she had to travel on some business, so she'll be back fairly soon. But until then, I'm going to try and do my best to take care of you in any way that we can. Remember, first of all, who is here talking to you this morning? Yeah, of course. It is, of course, a handsome, amazing Bajan warrior, as one of my co-hosts this morning announced. Amazing, spectacular, a great athlete with all the gold medals in the world. Gold medals at every event that you've ever heard of, and if you can imagine any event, I also had the gold medal in that. So let's get that out of the way, as I don't like to talk about myself too much. All right, we're going to walk this morning on one of the most popular beaches in Barbados. I know a lot of our family is staying in the general area, so if you see this morning and you would like to come out here and show your face and say hello to other friends and family, you know, we would look forward to that for sure. It is absolutely stunning and breathtaking this morning. We have had a paddleboarder out there surfing and doing some surfing this morning. As you will see, he's taking off again. You may be able to see him on the bright light, but he is doing a really good job out there. A lot of guys here on the beaches, we would know. This is the beach that I was pretty much raised on when it came to surfing. This is my home break, as we would call it, this here in Silver Sands, of course. But good stuff. Some of you may wonder why somebody dumped a wire cage in the beach. Well, this needs some repairs on it, but this is actually a fish pot. And on the south coast, you can appreciate the sea conditions can be pretty rough, causing a lot of damage and stuff. So this one here is designed with a lot of very heavy metal. You normally don't see this kind of heavy wire gauge or the gauge of wire being used in general in fish pots. For those of you who are not familiar with a fish pot, it basically has a cylindrical looking like a funnel. This one is a little bit different in the fact that normally they curve down or curve up when it comes to any funnel. And the reason they do that is because it sort of like fool the fish. The fish will swim in here, swim into the fish pot to try and get the food that's on the inside. And when they're inside there, they can't find their way back out, because they would generally swim along the outer cage itself trying to escape. So therefore the funnel that goes maybe about a foot, in this case 18 inches in, they would not swim into that generally. As I said, usually it's either facing down or up, so that the fish actually get completely diffused and they're not sure the way back out. But this is a fish pot that's here on the beach, as I said, needs some repairs. As we're here, I want to draw your attention to some of the work that is being done in this general area here. I was just pointing at the sky. Anyways, I had it set that far down. What's up, my brother? You good? Fit, man. Let me not stop you, man. You do your thing, brother. All right, so if you remember, when South Winds Hotel first built, they had a big beach complex over here first before they went to the other side of the road. So that is all gone. Recently, in past times, or recent times, there were still some administration blocks in this area. But if you remember what this was like, they used to have all that structure, all the fat foundation you're seeing there was all apartments, and then they had an L shape used to come back in this direction where they had some of the offices and stuff. There's also a little pool down here as well, away from the actual land property being the bigger of the two properties. So you can actually come down here and stay in here. You can use it.